welcome to your Valentine's Day pick-a-pile reading. So sometimes Valentine's Day can be difficult for people, so I thought I would do a reading just to so that we can do something for ourselves on this day. If it's not so special for you, sometimes you might just want to take some time out and listen to some guidance and messages surrounding relationships, whether you're single or in a relationship as well. So I'm just going to cleanse the cards here. And I want you to go into a nice and quiet area so you can listen to your higher guidance. Sometimes when we're doing readings and watching them on videos and stuff, you might be a bit distracted. So I want you to go into a nice and relaxed place so you can listen to your higher self. So see which pile you are most drawn to. So we've got the amethyst here. The lovely amethyst. We've got the rose quartz. And we have clear quartz here. So sometimes one pile might just stand out. You might feel like a particular color you are drawn to, and usually your eyes will go to the pile that you are meant to be read from. So I'll give you a few moments so you can connect to your higher self. So we're starting off with the amethyst reading. You can see that lovely amethyst there. Okay, so the main message I got for your reading today is you're very close to achieving your goal. Isn't that really beautiful to see there? So if you're in a relationship or you're out of a relationship, it's really saying that you guys are working together. And if you're a single person and you got your eye on someone, it's sort of saying here that things are actually going to start turning out for you, even if you have been going through some hardships at the moment. It's also got here going the distance too. So working through any problems, working through any issues you have if you're in a relationship too. So the go the distance is really about your troubles, the hardships, and it's all about the longevity too. So in particular, we're looking at the Page of Pentacles here too, so in the reverse position, and we've also got the Three of Swords here. So it sort of tells me when I've got these two cards here that in the past, you may have had some heartbreak, and it really interesting that the male here, so some of you may have been in a relationship with I feel like this is like a young relationship that was very difficult, and I think there was some kind of finances and possibly homes and things were very difficult in this relationship too. But it really says to me here with the Three of Swords in the reverse position that you guys have really worked through a lot of your hurts and a lot of your pain, and you've done a lot of healing in this area as well. So when we see the three as well, the Three Swords in the heart, sometimes that can be a bunch of people that were hurt with this relationship as well. So whether friendships were severed as well. So sometimes relationships can be a lot of people can get involved, and heartbreak can happen on all levels. So, but it says to me here that you've worked through a lot of your problems and issues, and so the next phase you're going into now is that things are starting to really look up for you guys. So possibilities for new relationships and the blossoming of the existing relationship too. The main message here is that it's not without its challenges though. Now, some future guidance for some of you guys is the Hermit. So remember that being on your own is okay as well, and taking some time out for yourself. So we're not looking at relationships like it's just going to fill us all up and that it's the other person's job to make us happy, but that the light is always within us here, and the journey is always our own journey, and that the person that comes into our life is that person that will complement us, not fix our issues as well. So it really says to me here that future guidance for you guys would be to take some time out on your own, do some meditation, do some yoga, get out in nature, and remember that it is your journey that you're on as well. Now also with the Nine of Pentacles, this is all about that beautiful independent success, that it's all about the beauty of us and what we can create and the life that we can create, and that balance is the key here as well. So that when we see the Nine of Pentacles, she's someone who's incredibly balanced inside and out, and she's so successful in her own right as well. So that you can manifest anything that you really truly want in your life. If you want extra money, if you want a different job, if you want a different house, you can manifest all this on your own as well, that you don't need someone there to do that for you. So relationship wise, fantastic news there. Now I want to see a couple of extra cards here too. All right. So we've also got here the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. So it tells me here that you may have been waiting for some news, or you're waiting for somebody to arrive, and then like it's been delayed, and there's been starts and stops and starts and stops, and communication has been very, very difficult for some of you. So I feel like this card is really coming in line with this one as well, with the Four of Cups. So in the reverse position, it's like you've been waiting and waiting around for this person to say the stuff that you want them to say to you here. So the key message here is, I'll bring this card out, is that what do you need to release here? So sometimes when we see this card, this is more often than not about the past. So releasing some expectations that you have upon what's happening to you with this relationship that you're either waiting for, or you're waiting for this person to come around into your life, or the relationship that you're in now. So communication is telling me here that it's been very, very hard. So when we see this, this is all about releasing your expectations sometimes, your expectations of what this person is supposed to provide you. So are you being open and honest? Are you voicing what you need to voice to this person? So the Four of Cups here really tells me that you're stagnated in that waiting around period. But really what we need to do is work on what we really need to release. What is it that is your expectations? What do you want this person to do? Is this something that more about you, more about yourself? What do you need to release in order to make yourself happy? So we don't have control of others. We can't make someone do something. So sometimes we just need to take action for ourselves. So that's what that card's all about there. But if you're in an existing relationship, they're saying to go the distance there, communicate, really make sure that you're voicing what you want to voice. And that here really ultimately is that having gratitude about where you are in your life, and that you are in fact very close to your goal. So in order for us to move forward, sometimes we need to release what has happened to us in the past and release our expectations on others around us. So that's some big messages there. Remember to take some time out for yourself, like the Hermit here. Empower yourself that you have the power to do what you want in your life. And in fact, it is your life. So you can manifest like the Nine of Pentacles here, and it's really independent wealth. You can make anything happen you want in your life. Sometimes you just need to take the power back for yourself there. So that's it for the Amethyst reading today. I hope that these messages were helpful for you, and that it's going to help you on a day like today, when Valentine's Day can be particularly difficult for some people. So I hope that was helpful, and thank you so much for listening. So this is a reading for the rose quartz crystals, so the people who chose this crystal today. All right, so very interesting. Now, the guidance here for you guys today is take time to breathe out. I feel like some of you just are not relaxed at all. So for these people, it's time to release some anxieties here. I'm also getting the message about the Go to Sea card, which is about being near water. If some of you can just go and have a relaxing bath, or go to the ocean, or just take some time out for you guys. So a lot of this is a bit of that sort of time out for you in order to reconnect with your loved one. Sometimes we need to take a step back, and even if you are in a relationship and you're thinking about ways to improve it, you guys could go off and sort of go near the water would be really good for you guys. Going in, taking a walk, and sometimes the sea air can be really soothing as well. So that would be very, very important. So both of you might be in stressful situation if you're in a relationship, and it might be that you just need that time out and you guys aren't getting enough of that. If you're in COVID restrictions, which some people are at this stage, it would be really good if you even just went out to nature as well, and just to the backyard or somewhere where you guys can just go breathe and just take that sigh of relief there. Now, it's also interesting here, the basis of some of the relationship problems could be, if you're having problems or you're a single person that could be having issues finding someone, is that the past can sometimes affect our relationships a lot. So the devil in the reverse position is coming up here. So I feel like some of you have been in relationships that have made you feel very, very trapped. And a lot of this is derived from somebody that is manipulative, like the Seven of Swords. So with this person here, is all about themselves when we see that card there. They're all about lies, and they like to glamour you, especially with the devil here, into believing certain things about yourself. So if you're in a relationship now and you're feeling like your confidence is really low, it's most likely because of somebody in the past that you felt entrapped with, and they led you to believe certain things about yourself. So if you're having a lot of anxieties about connecting with somebody or finding somebody, this is sometimes connected to like you're feeling like I'm not good enough for somebody else, and it's because of this and because of that's happened in the past. And sometimes when this comes out, it's all about releasing that so you can move forward in your relationship goals. So to the sea, when we see this card here, so you can see the little fairy here, and she's sort of looking down, and it's sort of like, oh, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to look down, and she's not looking ahead, and she looks very, very sad and alone. It's like, oh, I just deserve to be alone as well. So it's kind of like a card that makes me feel like it's such an emotional card. So when we see the face up here though, it's like she can't sort of see that she's constantly guided in her life. So sometimes this is about just reconnecting with your higher self and your emotions, because the water here is very, very calm, and she's not recognizing that she is always guided and that she doesn't need to feel anxious about her path. And it's also about just connecting to that higher self and listening to those messages. And also here, so it's very, very interesting. The King of Pentacles is coming up for future guidance as well. So I feel like some of you here are either going to connect with somebody, or you're already with somebody who is incredibly wise, and they're also very good about their finances as well. I see the dog here. So some of you may have animals that you're very, very connected with as well. I think this is also very good about having that connection with family, with the animals, and that some of you are really, really wanting to seek that security as well. I feel like a lot of you who are probably single could be meeting someone like the King of Pentacles, who's going to make you feel a lot more secure about yourself and the process in your life. And that you also may be purchasing a dog, or there's a significance around dogs with this as well. So I think you guys are going to really are on the right road. It's just all about releasing some of the stuff that may have happened in the past with you. So you're going to start to feel a lot more secure in your life. If you're already in a relationship, you may be already with this person too. So they're saying here, just take some time to breathe out and relax. Everything's going to be okay. So with this one as well, with this card here, we've got the star in the reverse position here too. So the star is all about hope. It's all about that connection to your higher self as well. You can see the string that's connected with this woman here. So she is someone who is guided by her hopes and her dreams. So I feel like when I see this in the reverse position that you guys are thinking, this is never going to happen with the king. I'm never going to feel secure. I'm never going to feel comfortable with my life. But really, this card is saying that you are guided in the right direction. There is hope. It's okay to dream. It's okay to have those beautiful ideals about relationships and things, and that happiness can happen for you. Sometimes we just need to recognize that happiness comes within ourselves and that we need to balance ourselves in order to balance our relationships. And to do this, we do need to release some of the things that have happened in the past to us, that these people are no longer around to hurt us anymore, that we just need to start forgiving ourselves for going into these situations and forgiving them, which can be really, really hard. But in order to move on, sometimes we need to just let go and just wish them all the best and stop being angry. That's the one big thing that will be very, very beneficial for some of the people that have chosen this pile. So last off, guidance for you guys. And we've got the chaos and conflict, and we've also got confidence is your key. So here we go. Confidence is your key to success here. So having that confidence in yourself, it all starts with you. And once you start doing that, the chaos and conflict here, we see that in the reverse position, that you will start to see your relationships become a lot more harmonious, and you're going to start to feel so much more relaxed. So start having more confidence that you do deserve to be happy. The star here, seeing that in the reverse position, it's like, oh, I don't deserve to be happy. You deserve to have dreams. You deserve to have goals. You deserve to be have that connection with your higher self. So once you start doing that, you're going to start to manifest the types of people you want in your life, like the King of Pentacles here, who's incredibly grounded and secure, that you, in fact, you do deserve that. So I hope that was helpful for you, for whoever chose the rose quartz here today. And thank you so much for listening to this reading. I will talk to you soon. Thank you. So this is a reading for the people that chose that clear quartz crystal here. So you can see that beautiful crystal there. So very interesting. So we're on Valentine's Day, and for the people that chose this one today, is a new romantic cycle begins. So that's very beautiful to see there. So we see the scales and they're in balance, and that beautiful purple color really reminds me of the crown chakra, and that is all about opening up that beautiful connection to the other person. That's through the higher self as well. Now also we've got here imagine. So it's like imagine the possibilities that you two have together. So that is beautiful. So this could be a relationship that's existing, or this could be someone that you're meeting as well. So you've got that beautiful moon there, and the person that is got that connection to the moon, and the moon is guiding them. So the moon is all about dreams, it's about emotions, and you can see all that blue in that card there is that beautiful connection to the third eye as well as the throat chakra too. It's all about opening up that communication and connecting this with the loved one as well. So that is beautiful here. So it's like if you're having trouble with an existing relationship at the moment, it's saying things are going to turn around, and it's almost like today, it's like things just are already starting to turn around for both of you. So that is very gorgeous to see there. So now we're also seeing the High Priestess in the reverse position here. So I feel like when I see this in the reverse position is that some of you have been avoiding your connection to your higher self lately. So it's like, all right, you've maybe been busy with work, or you've been busy and distracted in other areas, but the High Priestess is really, really bringing in the message about it is important to have the balance, and it's important to have that connection with your higher self. So you may have been feeling like, oh, everything's just, oh yeah, I'm not sure. And you may have been feeling not very confident in some of your decisions. And also you may not have been very happy lately as well. So the High Priestess really brings in that message about the past as well here. So it's like you may have been avoiding certain spiritual stuff. So you might be even an empath, you might be someone who's incredibly psychic and intuitive, but you've been ignoring that part of yourself here when we see that card. Now the Ten of Wands too, in the reverse position, tells me that some of you have been carrying huge burdens in the past, but this is all starting to go for you, and it's actually turning around. It's like the release of the burdens or the release of the stress. So when we see this card here, it's telling me that this is actually going to start turning around for you once you've completely released some of the burdens you have been carrying, and then we're going to start to see the High Priestess like this. So some of you might have been just avoiding, it might be that you've been stuck in like jobs or something that have just been really, really, it's like the daily grind, I want to say. And some of you may have been carrying a lot of stresses with family, or there may have been a lot of things that externally have been just making you feel like you can't sort of see the road in front of you very clearly. But once you start releasing this, you're going to see that beautiful connection come back with your higher guidance again. So you're going to start to feel like your relationships, your work, everything starts to come together because you're more at peace with yourself. So that is very beautiful to see there. Now some other guidance for you here is the Ten of Wands here. It's very interesting. So you've been carrying the load here and releasing the load, but it is coming in again in the other deck. So it really does tell me that you've had a very long road, some of you, and it's just like, oh, it's really hard for me to let go of some of this stuff, but it's really enforcing the message here. It's important for you to start really taking away some of those burdens, because when we see this card here, you can see the woman, and you can see that, look at the back-breaking load here that animal is carrying as well, and it's just like everything is very, very hard here. So, and you can see that where they've come from, and they're just not sure where they're going. They're a bit stuck at the moment too, so it's really, really saying here to try and release some of your burdens, and could be in relationship stuff as well, that you're feeling like you're carrying the burdens from the past in relationships as well as the relationship you're currently in as well. So it's time to start relieving some pressures in order for this beautiful new romantic cycle to begin. So you are heading towards it. You are heading towards this beautiful romantic cycle where you both are a lot more balanced. And it's like when you start releasing some of these burdens, like the Ten of Wands are carrying, like I think a lot of you have already started doing it. It's just like really reinforcing the message that it is very, very important that you do this. And that here you're going to have a lot more harmony, but in work, in relationships, with everything. And it's like, imagine the possibilities that could come out when you start doing this. And it's the High Priestess is like, yes, then you're going to have that beautiful balance between your higher self and your connection to your physical self as well. Now here we're seeing the Magician in the reverse position too. So it's like the Magician wants to come out here. The Magician says you can manifest everything you want in your life, and that you have the elements around you to do that. But when we're seeing it in the reverse position, where we've got the Ten of Wands here too, it's saying that if you don't do this, then you can't be the Magician. So the Magician is like, yes, all the power is within you. You can have beautiful relationships, you can have everything you want and then imagine everything you want together. But in order to see this, you need to recognize your personal power, because the magician is all about that personal power, and he uses the divine as well. So the high priestess is using the divine, but she's also in the reverse position as well. So we need to see this all turn around, the balance between the higher self and the physical self as well, to manifest everything you possibly want in your life. So that is very, very important to do that. So stop carrying everyone else's troubles, because I feel like a lot of you are very sensitive to other people's troubles, and that you just take it on, you take it on, and you take it on. So sometimes you need to say no to stuff. When we see these cards here, it's all about saying no to the things that no longer serve you, and that you need to start taking back your power in order to become the magician. So this is what we really need to see for you guys. So things are turning around. So let that, because we've already started letting that change through, just keep going with it. Don't stop, because you can manifest everything you want. So that is very, very important for the people who have chosen the clear quartz. So I hope that reading resonated with some of you. I wish you the best of luck in your future, and thank you so much for listening today. I'll be talking to you soon.